So first run, see what she does. You ready? Scared?
Let's go.
Well, time for the RS6. This one is very highly spec. So we've got TTE1000 turbos, we've got meth, we've got big injectors, we've got fully forced engine. We've got everything we need to do to be able to make around about 1000 crank HP. So let's get to it. Right then, so first things first, I want to put this car to stock. So it's got two ECUs, it's been tuned before, it's got stickers all over it, so I'm guessing it's been tuned. So I'm going to use a tool which I've not actually brought to the channel yet, which is Auto Tuner. I'm just going to flash them back to stock with Auto Tuner, both ECUs, so that we've got a good base to stand on. And then I'm going to read off those stock files, build the stock file out so we've got all the maps, and then start doing the injectors on this because it's running Porsche injectors. Obviously the first thing you need to do with a petrol engine is the fuel side, because it's probably the worst bit that's going to melt the engine. So we'll start with that. So I've already had a look at see which one it was. So identify, I'm going for the OBD. There's both ECUs in one, so that was ECU 1 and 2, which is always useful. It's obviously been flashed a lot before, so it's definitely telling me that it's stock 30, 35, 24, 22. So right ECU, software from server, so it's stock. File is available on the server, it's always useful. That one, back to stock. You sure? Yep. Now this should flash both ECUs, all being well. Yep, got that. I've got the battery control on there, 14 volts. Just because it's a big old heavy car, we've got two ECUs to do. Here we go. Flashing. Right then, so that's all stock now. Stock both ECUs, as you can see. Stock 1 and 2. So it flashes both ECUs when you just select the one, which is good. So I'm going to read the ECU now. Car's beeping at me. Oh no, oh crap, I don't want to do a normal read. Cancel that. There's no point in doing a normal read. I can't get a virtual. So I'm going to have to do a normal read. So this will take a few minutes again. I was hoping for a VR. So we can actually VR it. This is a lot better. I don't want to have to read it. They take about 25 minutes to read. So that's it then. So we are done. Got the VR, even though it says NR, but we've got the VR. So that's good. So you basically make one file and it'll flash the same file onto both ECUs, which kind of saves a bit of time. So now we're in a good position. So next up, I need to pull open file and chuck a Deimos on top. So this is going to be the original that we start from. So done. So we've got a 5 litre TFSI V10 twin turbo jobby, TTE1000 turbos, and this will be the start. So we've got stock map sensors, we've got bigger Porsche injectors, bigger turbos, built engine, gearbox stock, so that could be a bit chocolate, and the prop shafts aren't the best on these either, so we'll see what we can do. So first things first, at the minute the map's going to look pretty bleak, there's nothing in it. So what I'm going to have to do is transfer, see if I've got a Deimos file for it first, transfer that in so we can start. It's Med 9, so I know them quite well, so hopefully it shouldn't be too much of a headache. So similar projects, have I got a Deimos for it? Something maps. Catch up. I do. This be good enough. Numbers match up. Really good start. Do the maps match up? That's what they do. So all. I'm going to send that straight into there. So transfer nothing, just maps. And that's it. So that's the start of building a map. So at the minute we stock, no point running it because I'm on those injectors. You start tuning those first, and we'll go. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to build a map pack for this. We'll build a bit of a base tune. I've got to take some stuff out, add some stuff in, and we'll start on the fueling system. Once we've done the fueling system, we'll be able to start winding the boost in and start making a bit of power. So there's all the timer maps. Load. Got the old school wastegate, which is good. I hate doing the Med 17 sometimes. I prefer these. So obviously we don't want to be flat out just yet, so I'll be tweaking those and we'll set it up. So I'll come back when I'm ready to flash and I'll talk you through what I've done. So it's time to put a base file on it. So we're going to put a base file on it now. See how far we're off. So I've dropped the boost. Well, I'll go through it on Lou. So I'll show you on my laptop. Right, new day, fresh morning, nice and cold on the dyno. It's going to boot up auto tuner and flash RS6 V1.
Still beeping.
Still beeping. All the beeps. Where's my RS6? I've done that many files this morning. Oh, I've already got it open at the bottom. But I'm in the way. So I've not done much. Switched off torque monitoring. Allowed more load, but I've capped the boost at 10%. And I've adjusted for the injectors so far, but I've not done these injectors before, so it's a case of trial and error. So it's going to flash these ECUs now. So right ECU, tune file. We've got the power pack at the front blasting away. It's got crap voltage. Not sure how long this will take. It's kind of my first time using auto tuner personally. I've had it for a while, but got one out in Slovenia. Yep. You want to flash the first ECU? Yep. I'll flash both ECUs. Right, so we'll let that flash. Once this is flashed, we'll set up the logger and we'll start the RS6. So we're flashed. That took, does it say overall time? We had 27 minutes. So I'm hoping that isn't 27 minutes for every single flash. Otherwise, this is going to be a long time to tune. So just got to whip the battery pack off and then we can set up a logger and start tuning it. Right then, so not quite interested in power just yet, but I want to set that fueling up because we've got the bigger injectors, so, or at least get it somewhere near so we can start running it. So I'm just going to use Vancom as a quicker alternative. So port codes, ABS controller, second slave engine control module, no communication, that's fine. And they're the old codes. So we go advanced measure. I want to know if fuel trims are working. I've stock map sensors, so that we'll probably get held back by that. Coolant temp, grab load. You can only have 12 things, but we're only looking at fuel at the minute, so tank 1, sensor 1, sensor 2. I've not touched the rail yet. That's okay, 30. Cool. Let's wait for them landers to kick in. Landers are taking a while to kick in. What I'm basically looking at is the fuel trims. Want them to start kicking out so they start controlling some sort of fuel. But bank 1, sensor 1 and 2 doesn't look like they're reading, so I have to change those. Got no lambda control just yet. Sit and wait. I'll flip back when it flags up. So we're specifying lambda 1, actual's 0.95, but the ECU is probably minus 26% trims, so it's pretty much maxed out the trim. So I need to adjust it a little bit further just to get that closer, which is fine. It's not far off, and then we'll go again. So flash again. This is the problem when you're doing injectors and things like that. It takes time to go backwards and forwards just to get it ready. So let's flash again, let's go again. So what I'm going to do, just for simplicity, is reduce this, which is like the millisecond how much you're going to keep those injectors open for, I'll go by probably a bit too much. We'll try it. We'll go by about 20%. See how far out we are then. Might have to adjust them back a little bit. So we're just going to flash the ECU again. So RS6, all plugged in. Right ECU, tune file. I'm hoping it doesn't take as long as it did before. Otherwise it's going to be a long day. But I won't really get that much done. Are you sure it wants to flash the ECU? Yes. We've got the stabilizer on again, because obviously if it takes 27 minutes, I don't really want that fan blasting. I'm not even plugged in with auto tune yet. It's a good start. I wonder why we had like 0 volts. Waiting for ECU. Raising block 1 of 5. That's not good, is it? Right, we'll flash this and come back. Right, so that's flashed again. So that took literally 21 minutes. So I'm not sure how much of this we're going to actually get done today, because we've got this whole flashing, waiting crap going on. So just going to whip the battery pack off, start it up and see where we are now. Big snap on. Right, well that started better. Might be a good sign that we're somewhere near now. But now we're going to have to wait for it to warm up again, so that we can crack on with it again. Don't have any issues. Still modules, it's alright, clear those. Box. I just use these just as a guide. Keep doing that, don't I? 106. Coolant's at 51 this time. We turn the fan off, so it's not too bad. Now we wait. What I'm waiting for is fuel trims to kick in. It could take a few minutes, so I'll pause it and wait for them to kick on. Right, so we've got fuel trims at last. So they're looking all right. I mean, long term's kicking in now, so that will shrink. And we've got lambda 1 actual and lambda 1 specified. So we are in single digits. So I think it's good enough for its first run. So that once we're up to temperature, this will be its first maiden run since it was actually built at Vagtronics. So exciting stuff. I'll probably switch loggers because this one won't give me enough. But we're down to single digits, so I'm happy. On idle, we'll see what it's like on the run. But I reckon we can get a run out of this now. We'll get a run out of this. I want to get a run before we take it off. We've got to take it off to do an S5, so. But I'm happy with that. Cool, right, we're all set up and we'll do that first run. All I want to do is set up like a basic log on Vacom. I'm going to switch to my own logger, but for just a quick run before we get set up on everything else. I just want to see what the fuel's doing on the run. Boost I've capped 10%. So if we go to TVL DMX, yeah, so overall limit is 10% on the wastegates, so we shouldn't be seeing much boost. And there's not really much else going on. I just want to make sure everything's okay. Stock timing, it's just allowing for a bit of load really. That's pretty much all I've done. So engine speed, lambda control, engine load, injection timing, intake manifold pressure, throttle, ignition, intake air temp. Could do a retiming, but I'll do one cylinder just to look. But we'll need to do more. You kind of have to run it a few times just to get the specified actual. So we get all these in. Well, let me. I just know it's right. Then we got boost actual. So it's just a quick basic log. So we got engine speed, lambda control, which is a fuel trim short term, engine load, injection timings, how much the injectors are open for. Intake manifold, I just got rid of that, so I don't know why that's back. Throttle valve,
angle, ignition timing, retard on one cylinder just as an overview, lambda actual specified, wastegate percent, and boost pressure actual. And I want to go turbo. So log Audi RS6 1. Let's get on the dyno. Just a little guide, if you click up here, you can save what you've just done to file. So you can just open it next time. So I'm going to have to restart my computer because TeamViewer is having a so RS6 Genlogs 1 or V1. Save. Good. Go off that, go off that, go off that, go off that. It's going to do a reboot.
So, here we go. Back on.
Here we go.
Select. I just rebooted the laptop, so I'll set this up again. So I saved the profile, so it makes it easier like this. Look, load file profile, RS6, boom, profile's in. So log, whatever it'll be, or not. So RS6, first run, 10% duty. So that's that running. So set this up, set the revs up. Here we go. So that's login. To watch that. Just want to watch the fuel trims mainly. So first run. See what she does. You ready? Scared?
Let's go.
Sometimes you can slip a bit. For now, Fabian's strapped it.
I've got my seatbelt on.
Oh, you're alright then.
You don't.
Seatbelt will save you. I love a fifth gear pole. 600 brake. So not bad. 10% duty, 600 brake. So that all looks good. Let's just check those logs. Stop the logger. It looked alright from what I can see from what I was watching. So pops into the Rostec. So Rostec, PCDS, logs, RS6 first run. So this was the run. So first one you got RPM, then we've got lambda control. So we did drop down -11. That's okay though. That means it's a little bit rich, but better than a little bit lean. Load 53 because obviously we're not really pushing the turbos just yet. Injection timing 3. We've got loads of window on them yet. 4. Intake manifold pressure 1800. Throttle valve flat. Timing angle here and there, it's 12 degrees, pulls a bit. Nothing moving on cylinder 1. Lambda control, actual 0.83 and 0.82, so that's okay. And then obviously at the end we've got boost. So boost screw pressure controller capped to 10%, so we're only seeing hardly wastegate. And 1780. So, about 800 millibar, we're seeing 600 brake. Exciting. We haven't really got time to flash it again, unfortunately. But that gives us a good basis to start on now. We've got the fuel, so I can actually wind some boosting now. Looks oily water. Oh, here we go. What's on the back? Well, looks like there's something leaking out the back of the exhaust, so we're going to check that out. But apart from that, it looks good. Happy days. Right, so we've got a bit of condensation on the floor here. So it's been left standing for a while, so we're all right with that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take it off the dyno because we've got an S5 to do. And then we're going to carry on with it. So that's it for this video. So please like, subscribe and all that if you want to see how this turns out. At the minute we're at 600 brake at wastegate pressure. So it'll be interesting to see what this thing does when we really turn it up. So thanks guys, see you in the next one.